my mom is from Argentina, so I did actually get to travel a lot when I was a kid. One of my mom's sister lives in Malaysia, so I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Argentina. My grandfather was from Italy, so I've been to Italy. So I've actually traveled a lot, so I think that's what kind of like opened my mind about like coming all the way to the US to study, to do college here. But a lot of soccer, a lot of good grades, hopefully, or at least that was what my parents were focused on. Initially, I only wanted to come to the US to do 1 year and like kind of learn English, and that was about it. That's everything that my family could afford back then. And then we find out about the opportunity to come through soccer, scholarship, etc. So I took on the big chance and I made it all the way here. My sisters, not big fans of moving all across the country. I don't know if it's because they seen my parents complain about me living away, so they decided to stay close by. But I'm the only one that made it all the way here. Who knows in the future who will be the one here, but for college I was the only one. Sports overall has been the one thing consistent in my life, but soccer overall has always been. It gave me the discipline of like time management. Like whenever I did anything wrong, my punish will be anything but to miss a soccer practice. Like my parents were always super strict about, you need to go to practice, you need to respect your coaches, you need to appreciate your coaches, you need to deal with teammates. So I think soccer has probably made 90% of my personality. How to work in teams, how to respect people that are in a managerial position, how to be a better teammate, how to deal with pressure, how to respect officials. All of that, I think you can take it out from soccer and apply it to any aspect of your life. And obviously it brought me here to the US. Without soccer, none of this will be happening. I would have not been able to afford to come to the US even for 1 year. So soccer basically put me where I'm at. Well, I was very into physics when I was a kid, but my math is not that great, unfortunately. My math is good enough to be an engineer, but not to study physics. And then I was always interested in like reaction chains, like this happens first, and then this happens, and then that happens. So that was the main thing that I always was fascinated by. I think industrial engineering was the right major to do that. Like it's all about process, like what triggers what and what's the end result. Analyzing, I'm pretty good, or at least I like to think that I'm really good with managing people and managing different departments and communicating and all of that. So I feel like industrial engineering was the right fit for my personality and what I like to do. Well, I would say obviously Will Dyer. He changed my life, like for good. Or I mean, I can only imagine if it was better than this. I don't know what else would have been happened. But obviously Will Dyer is the main person that changed my life. Pablo Riporas again, he's a fellow alumni. Play soccer with him. He went above and beyond to make sure that I was comfortable. He made sure that I was in the right path all the time. And then professors, I don't know, there's a lot of them. I had a lot of different professors. Heidi Morano, she does the entrepreneurial class. That's probably the most fun I've ever had in a class. It was super fun, which doesn't really happen with classes. She kind of awakened my entrepreneurial side. I definitely want to start a business some point down the road, and I think I'll take a lot from that class. We always took pride in saying like, hey, we are dealing with the same stuff that people that don't play sports are dealing. And on top of that, you have to add 2 hours of practice every day, 6 hours on a Wednesday that you're gone for a game, maybe more when you're traveling farther. And we still get better grades. And again, I think it's a lot of discipline, it's a lot of understanding what it takes to be where you are. I mean, we had trips to Ohio and we had like a 4-hour ride bus, and on the way there people were doing homework, like, and an hour later you were playing a soccer game. Like, that ability to change your mindset and to stay disciplined to what you have to do regardless of what's coming out in like 30 or 40 minutes, I think it's something that it's going to make you by default a better professional. We are a third-party transceiver optic, so we basically buy the hardware from overseas and then we code it to make it compatible with any OEM. Some of our biggest customers are telecommunication companies that you guys use every day on your cell phone, TV, etc. We are going to be the ones supporting holograms and stuff like that, that is going to take massive amounts of information and send them across the world in a split second. We are going to be the ones facilitating that and allowing those crazy ideas to become reality. So I'm a quality engineer supervisor, so I supervise the whole quality department as well as our corrective action process. So anything that goes wrong at any point or anything that may need to be fixed or any process improvements, I oversee the whole process. So basically I coordinate multiple teams, multiple departments, people, etc. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I made a lot of new friends since I left college. I moved across the country since I left college. So a lot of changes, but most of them, besides a pandemic hitting the world, we're all good. The amount of professional work that you do while being in school, I haven't been to other schools, but I don't think many schools give you the opportunity of, again, from preparing a report to like having meetings, all that range is covered at some point during your LTU career. Like, you know how to write a report for an experiment, which also will be applied to a report for anything that you do in your future work. And then having a meeting with different departments and make sure they're all communicating and following the right steps. I met my future wife at LTU. Like, I don't know what else could LTU have given me in life. Like, it gave me my career. I know I'm only like not that old, like I only graduated 4 years ago or 5 years ago, but I think the rest of my life is going to be a result of me attending LTU.